welcome back to Coffee Talk, where last time a lot of stuff happened. Where do we start? I don't remember where we started actually. All right, we had just had that run-in with the federal agent. So the day after that, we had Gala stopping by. He tries a different drink from what he usually has, but still has ginger in it. He is having or no, I think that's the next day. Well, yeah, he right, he had talked to Henry, Rachel's dad, and that was what inspired him to get the different drink, the STMJ, I believe it was, the Indonesian drink. But yeah, Riona comes in. He kind of gives, and she starts talking about her attempts to become a soprano, and yeah, Gala basically just gives some advice. Georgie walks in eventually. We give him his lighter back after he orders a strong coffee, and hi Neko, how you doing? Welcome in. And yeah, they're chatting. Georgie walks in with Lucas, the satyr, and yeah, they're kind of Lucas is here to meet with Riona, because they finally got in contact with each other after we gave Riona the Lucas's contact card, business card. And yeah, Lucas kind of after Georgie and Gala leave, Lucas kind of orders Riona a drink, and then they start talking about why Lucas wanted to meet up with her. Basically, he pitches his idea, his sort of talent show, for up and coming creatives, and Riona refuses. Kind of makes Lucas a bit dejected, but and that was that thing. And yeah, oh right, there was also some spooky stories that was told during this day, as we talk about the carjackings, or not really carjackings, the car vandalism, and yeah, Riona basically tells us, one, where her car got vandalized, and two, at the place where it was vandalized, there used to be kind of this landmark tree that earlier in the year, I guess, the city had cut down in order to make way for new properties or some shit. And yeah, there was apparently, way back when, in the 60s, there used to be a fairy market that was there, and so we learned about fairies. And yeah, there was a farmer's market there, a fairy farmer market, and yeah, a lot of people went there. There was some sort of incident that happened, where a few people died, and the tree was used as a mark for like kind of like the grave for the person who died, as apparently the person, I think it was like a car accident, like a car hitting a civilian or pedestrian rather, and same thing really. Yeah, the person who died upon death turned into a tree, hence the tree on that street. And people left a bunch of like remembrances, remembering like gifts and messages and whatnot. And also, apparently, when fairies die, people forget about them. Yeah, there was also that talk. That was before Georgie and Gala left. Next day, Gala's in. This time with Hyde, as we learned that werewolves have kind of some pre-fury symptoms that kind of make them anxious, and so Gala orders a Galahad but no caffeine, and so we invent a new tea called Gala tea, yeah. I forget what Gala and Hyde were talking about. I'm gonna be honest. Oh, Hyde is kind of like listless. That's what it was. Hyde is listless. He's bored. He wants to leave his modeling job, basically. Because the industry has changed quite a lot. Yeah, he kind of goes into what got him into the industry in the first place, as Lua shows up, thanks him for advice that he has given to both herself and Bailey's on their relationship. More advice is given by him, and yeah, the like regarding their wedding arrangements, as they're at an impasse. Yeah. Anyways, going back to the Hyde backstory. The conversation after like the wedding talk kind of turns to what Hyde should do. Now that he's moving back into Seattle, and yeah, the like Lua suggests kind of like a wedding photographer. As Hyde kind of goes into this conversation about where he kind of details like one of his first modeling jobs, and that kind of got him really into modeling, where like the photographer for that shoot basically kind of talked him through like the process of like photography, basically, as they did it like kind of like the old-fashioned way, not using like phones, had like the big handheld cameras that like you have to develop the picture in the dark room and stuff, and he really enjoyed that. But that part of the photography industry and modeling industry is like gone now, and it's kind of like less inspired to him. And yeah, so Lua suggests like maybe because you like giving advice and you like photography, why not be like a wedding photographer? And Hyde is like, no, maybe I'll think about it. And the conversation kind of ends there. Next day, we got Georgie coming in, as we once again give him his lighter because he forgot it. He keeps forgetting his lighter, but yeah, he's feeling kind of spooked because after hearing the spooky ghost story from Riona, he's now like very worried about like the street that these vandalism are happening on, or is like legit haunted. And you know, we make him a special drink to lighten him up. It's literally a drink that's kind of on fire. It's cool, but yeah, we basically give him a pep talk. Then later, Riona pops in, as yeah, we learn she and Lucas have been in further communication. She kind of talks about how Lucas apparently got drunk last night, and she picked him up and like took him to his home. Definitely not fueling any chat shipping between those two. But yeah, got our nice drink, and yeah, the chill night. And then next day we have Bailey's coming in, kind of telling us that Lua and Bailey's have decided to just do a fucking shotgun wedding. They're like, fuck the plans. We're doing it live. As yeah, they have arranged for their wedding to happen in like 3 days. And they give our little barista an invitation. And yeah, the Amanda and Silver walk in. And you know, Bailey's invites them too. But they have to reject because Amanda and Silver are leaving. They're gonna go on a cross-country tour, basically. Going on a road trip, so that Amanda can kind of learn more about human culture. And yeah, meanwhile, Silver will kind of be staying with his little startup cafe, and definitely not alien safe haven. But yeah, Amanda is starting to learn emotions and whatnot, and Silver kind of goes into his experience of, like, you know, transitioning into human society. And yeah. Oh, Bailey's also gives us an invitation for Hyde, and for Hyde, and they expect his +1 is going to be Gala. But yeah, that's that, I think. Yeah, that's where we stop. So we continue. Hello, Miss Aqua. One moment. Okay. Told my wife that she needs to embrace her mistakes. She gave me a hug. Oof. I'm taking an easy day because self-care is important. Don't forget to take good rest once in a while too, everyone. Yeah. Good night. Anyways, accidentally fully exit when I mean to go to this. Whatever Souls Are Made Of by Ralia Amat. September 30th, 2023. I didn't expect to see him here. The coffee shop around the corner of this busy city, my safe place. I thought after the breakup, this place would be another memory he locked up and kept in the closet, never to be visited again. He hadn't seen me yet. Good, I convinced myself. I didn't need another emotional roller coaster after today's load of work. All I wanted was a cup of coffee, finish work, then maybe read a chapter of my old copy of Wuthering Heights. Should I go somewhere else? Nah, this coffee shop's my place. I was the one who introduced this place to him. It should be him who leaves this place. I mean, he was the one who left our relationship. Pretty sure leaving is his thing. Damn. Meh, screw it. What I need is the bitterness of coffee, not a broken love story. Oh, my favorite customer. What kind of flavor shall I offer you this lovely evening, ma'am? Cup of cappuccino with less of the weird-ass flirting, please. Lyra sported her signature cheeky smile. Her fingers danced on the cashier's keyboard while she logged my order. Salty today, are we? And here I thought my weird-ass flirting is the reason you keep coming here. Always with the cheerful attitude. She was actually one of the reasons I kept coming back. If I ever let that slip, though, I'll never hear the end of it. Pretty barista was dosing the coffee as she studied me in my restless face. Hey, are you meeting him? He's been here for a while, you know. I watched her tamping the portafilter as I collected myself after that question. I'm not. I didn't even know he'd be here. We don't talk much nowadays. Should I kick him out? I have power to do so if you want. Nah, it's fine. But I could use more of this supportive Lyra in the future. Keep this attitude for me from now on, okay? My banter felt thin. Nervous, maybe? But why would I be? We're over. End of story. Well, good luck, girl. Lyra imparted me her sincere smile as I left the counter to go to my table. I sipped my cappuccino as I switched my gaze between my laptop and the shop's decor. Wuthering Heights laid there, my bookmark sticking out near the book spine. You remember? He read this book in one night so he could talk about it with you. A thought came dancing unannounced. After a while, he finally made his move as he approached my table. Can I? He asked, his hand on the chair in front of me. I stared at his eyes for 2 seconds before I answered with a shrug. So, how are you? He began, letting a silence pass beforehand. Better than ever. Busy as ever. My eyes laser focused on my screen. Don't look at him. Do not look at him. That is so you. Well, sorry for trying to survive this world. Pretty sure he was taken aback by my cold retort. Duh, I didn't need to see him now. Go away. Sorry to come here to your safe place. Just wanted to check on you. Just wanted to see if you're okay. Of course he knew this was my safe place. I was an open book to him. Always had been. Well, I'm as good as any broken-hearted office lady could be, so job's well done, pretty boy. Shit, old habit came back to me. You're still angry with me. That wasn't a question. Full-point sentence observation. You know what? I was, but shit happened, and maybe we were just not meant to be, and that's that. I could live my life fine without you before, and I can certainly live my life now. Another silence as we stared at each other. Sorry, work. Something else came up demanding to be taken care of. Steeled myself and gave him my best cold stare. I wasn't going to show him how broken he had made me. This girl was ready to take on the world, and a sad love story would not be her downfall. You know, I think we were meant to be, just not meant to last. He's pretty good at reading his emotions by his eyes alone. Those eyes used to mean the world to me anyway. And yet, they're a stranger's eyes now. You and your pretty words, boy. Felt so messy. What was I supposed to say to all that? I wasn't sure. Was I angry? Should I just yell at him and storm out? Was I sad? I was hoping this could be a chance to reopen that already closed chapter. I wasn't sure. This just felt like a mess. Looked at my copy of Wuthering Heights. Whatever our souls are made of, yours and mine are made the same. Maybe we should have known that isn't a good thing, just like how that book goes. Couldn't help but give him a smile, albeit not a happy one. Of course, a part of me wished that this could be a chance to rebuild the burnt bridges. Wouldn't it be nice to have him back in my apartment like we used to? There's still a part of the world we haven't visited together, isn't there? Well, this story's finished. No use thinking about it now. It's over. That's what you want, right? He said that and sat there, silent, his stranger's eyes on me. Just because our story ended like this doesn't mean you were not the best thing ever happened to me, you know? Of course I know that. I replied, trying to be as coy as I could. One wrong word, and I just knew my tear ducts couldn't hold it anymore. Took this messed up situation. Did we think this would happen when we promised to be with each other? Whatever our souls are made of, his and mine were made the same. We promised to never haunt each other, didn't we? There you are, haunting each other. That's a cute emo. Alright. Sorry, Aqua. Hi, Ryder. How are you? Good, as usual. How about you? Honestly, lots of things have happened. Can I order something first, though? Of course. What would you like? Make me a cup of chai. You have chai? Oh, what was that? What was the one that we had, like, masala chai? Oh, we don't have any teas unlocked. Alright, I think that was, like, tea. And then... ginger. Nope. Tea, ginger, cinnamon. There we go. Best friend now. We're just out achieving a dream, trying to find a place. Cup of masala chai for the lady with eclectic tastes. Thank you. It's delicious. Welcome. So, you were saying? Oh, right. It's just, I've been busy working on my game. I see. How's it going? It's pretty difficult, but I'll manage. Glad to hear it. How's that contract you talked about the other day going? Oh, that. I rejected it, of course. There's no saving it, really, which is a shame. I truly like their games. But with all the shady requirements they had, I could tell they looked down on us small developers. And the scary thing is, if I hadn't known what I know now, just because they were a publisher I loved a lot, I would have overlooked all that. That's understandable, though. Trusted them not to take advantage of you. Well, it has to be fair for both of us, right? At the end of the day, it's business. But, I don't know. Yeah. Actually, I tried negotiating with them. Because I wondered if they still had any good faith left. Don't tell Myrtle, okay? Okay. But as I expected, it didn't really go anywhere. Instead, they insisted they're doing me a favor since I'm just a small developer. I wasn't thinking rationally or in business terms. Oof. Doesn't sound like good faith to me. Right? Considering the unfair conditions they're expecting me to accept, they could have at least been polite about it. I doubt they care, though. Yeah. That aside, Myrtle's coming here soon. Great. So you two made up already? Yeah. We apologized to each other. Nice. I know it's probably being a little confusing. I didn't explain the context I applied to the situation very well, but she made it clear that she understood why I was anxious, and she apologized for assuming. That really helped. Now she's having me speed up development. Happy to hear that. That hurt? Hey, Myrtle. Hey. Hi, Myrtle. We were just talking about you. Okay. Nothing too terrible, I hope. Don't worry, only the good stuff. Heh. Anyway, sorry, Ryder, I won't be ordering today. Why? We don't have time. We're going to the expo sale, right? Oh, you're right. Expo sale? We're hunting new parts for my PC. One day my new PC will arrive. Copium. It's been a bit slow lately. Carl, don't I know it? My new PC just got delayed until like early to mid-January. To like the 10th to 14th. Like the week of my stream anniversary, by the way. A bit? She's joking. It's pretty much in its death throes. We're building you a whole new setup. But if you just want parts, I can always give you mine. But at this point, I'm not sure it'll be any help at all, to be honest with you. Yeah. No, you're right. It's time to move forward with productivity. I've been putting off upgrading things for a while now. So it really is time for a better shop. Better setup. Oh, yeah. Now, that also means Veilguard will get delayed. Neko, I'm sorry. Neko's gonna be over here. I'm like, I'm already on my 4th playthrough. Hurry up, writer. I want to talk about the game. This hits for me. Yeah. So it really is time for a better setup. That's the spirit. Go big or go home. Sorry, Ryder. Seems like we have to go now. Thanks for the drink. I'll see you later. Yeah, take care. Safe trip. Good luck. My PC will get here someday. Let's see. Guess I'll go over tonight's checklist. Henry! Gala! Right, he wanted to take you here for a bit. Well, hello, gentlemen. Hey, Ryder. Ryder. Nice seeing you here, Henry. How goes it? Good, good, good. I see you're doing good, too. As usual. What do you want to drink, Henry? It's on me. No, that won't do. Well, let's talk about bills later. So, what will it be? You first. You sure? Okie dokie. I'll have one STMJ, please. Milk, ginger, honey, and egg somewhere in that recipe. Don't know where, but it's there. One STMJ coming up. Ah, it smells so nice. Spot on. Thanks, Ryder. You're very welcome. What about you, sir? Oh, it's my turn. Something with ginger, please. Dots. Anything else with that? Well, what would you recommend? Anything from your new tea line is fine. Oh, I see you have a new selection. Yes, we have blue pea and hibiscus tea available. Hibiscus, huh? Should try Tejahe Rosella. It's pretty good for this kind of weather. Sounds familiar. It's ginger steeped in roselle buds, another name for hibiscus. Anything else in it? Well, it's a bit sweet. Blue pea, Very mature, Neko. Very mature. Interesting. I'll try it then. A Tejahe Rosella. Haven't we made one of these before? No, maybe. Oh, we have. Hibiscus, ginger, honey. You said I was mature. True. Bro. Oh, we should give him the wedding gift. This one. Huh? What's this? Oh, it's Bailey's and Lua's wedding invitation. Really? For Hyde. Oh. The date is really soon. Pass it along to him since I'm not sure when he'll be here. Okay, sure. Thank you. Piping cup of Tejahe Rosella for you. Thanks. What do you think, Henry? Does it look any good? Uh-oh. It looks about right. It smells good, too. Try it. Yep, it's good. Glad I passed your impromptu test. So, what's been going on? Did I miss anything? Something happened, didn't it? You can say that. I think the officer is coming too, by the way. Alright. As for me, I'm just glad my fury's over. Are you okay, though? I'm fine, as you can see. How are you managing, Hendry? Did you get your checkup? I did. Rachel pestered me to get it done all week, so I had to do it. Good. There's no doubt I need to slow down. I can feel it in my bones. Time is a harsh mistress, as they say. Ain't that the truth? But I don't think you get to complain, though. Why not? You know my body isn't what it used to be anymore. Oh? I mean, compared to my prime. 50 years ago. Dots. I'm kidding. Truth is, my body doesn't hold up well when I'm transforming anymore. Oh, is that so? Yep. Soreness doesn't go away as quick as it used to. Harder to get up in the morning after all that. Like today. I know the feeling all too well. Especially in this kind of weather. Oh. It's like my body knows if a storm's gonna get worse. No weather forecast can match the accuracy of my joints. Thanks. Well, lucky for you, ginger's great for sore muscles. Yeah. Georgie? Georgie. Hey, you folks. The man of the hour. Hiya, Georgie. Ryder, what I miss? You missed. Well, actually, rather, you came just in time for me to take my break, Georgie. Be back in 15 minutes. Alright. But, I just got quite a... Oop. I am back. I had sort of like pasta and meat dish. I don't know what it was called, but it was It was like a new one. And my mom was trying out. Noodles were good. The meat that was in it was not. And the sauce was very runny. Very liquidy. But, meal aside. I feel a sneeze building up. Not coming. Oh God. Ryder, what I miss? A very important weather talk. Is that so? Sounds like I missed a ton then. How are you? How am I? You're talking about my case. Well, I don't even know where to begin. Hendry, you know nothing about what I'm talking about. What I'm about to say, right? No? What are we talking about? Ryder, you should have primed him before I got here. My bad. In my defense, I didn't know you were coming until Mr. Gallo mentioned it. Excuses. I'll help explain it to Hendry. In short, there's been a string of car vandalisms nearby. So he's trying to figure out if the tree being gone has anything to do with the case. Hendry's fucking spooked, dude. And that's where we are now. Yep, that's about it. That's a lot to take in. Anything new happened since? Well, there I was. on Bourne Street. Well, I tried something. Set a few candles where the tree was. Used my lighter and things happened. Guys, mind backing up a bit? Feel like there's a lot of context missing here. Well, I'm warning you. Everything I'm about to tell you is real. It'll sound a little crazy, but no, I haven't lost it yet. Got it? Loud and clear. I told Ryder about my lighter a while ago. It might be connected to the ferry market we talked about before. Really? In what way? The lighter was my grandpa's. And there's a chance he bought it from there. Ah, interesting. Yeah, what a coincidence, eh? Nuts. Anyways, my daughter likes this sort of mystery stuff, right? After talking to her about what's been going on, she believed my lighter was the key to making sense of all this, and gave me some pointers. So, I went back there last night, to the spot, where the tree used to be. I lit a few candles there and put the lighter right in the middle of it all. Nuts. I'll be honest, it was spooky as hell. The air was still, and I felt tension in my head. Wasn't sure if it was just me being creeped out or if there was something else going on. Whatever it was, I thought I should leave it alone. So I followed my gut and got the heck out of there. Then what happened? It blew up. What? What do you mean, what? The lighter, it just blew up. Well, what do you mean, blew up? Yeah, I think we definitely need more context here. Well, I didn't see it, 'cause I was walking towards my car, you see. But I heard it. Cthulhu. With a little whoosh, followed by a couple of clink-clinks. Far? What kind of sound is that? Like something small and metallic blew up? Wouldn't bang work better? Nah, that's a shock. Wouldn't want to confuse y'all with that. But Pathies, what is that? Tha? And then what happened? Right, okay. Then I immediately looked back to see it had fallen over with its lid open. The flame, it was burning white. Wow. Ain't gonna lie to y'all, I freaked the frick out. But before I could do anything, two small figures emerged from the corner walking together toward the lighter. They see you? Yeah, they did. They inspected my lighter while I was just standing there. Then they asked me straight up, "Is this lighter yours, guy?" I said, yeah. Then I fired a question back. "Are you the ones who's been messing with cars around here lately?" And they said, yeah. Well, sounds like case closed. So, they weren't ghosts? Hell nah, thank God for that. Then who are they? A couple of fairies, right? Let's just say they were close friends of the deceased. They're part of the fairy folk, but I didn't expect them at all. Didn't expect? You know them? Kinda. In fact, they own the gnome noms near my place. Oh, wow. Did they know it was your car then? Nope, 'cause I only order takeout. And I usually walk there. What was the reason for all the vandalism then? It all started because of broken promise. And we have to start way back for that. You remember why the tree was there in the first place, right? Yeah. The tragic hit and run. At the time, the court ruling practically let the driver off the hook outside the DUI charge. Well, sparked a huge protest. Good. In response to that, the mayor at the time gave his word to the victim's family. Promised to keep the tree as a landmark for the community. And the vow was kept well after his tenure was over. But he died a few years ago, and we all know recently what happened to the tree. Gone. I see. So it was their attempt to keep the memory alive, not just for their friend, but as remembrance of the injustice as well. And after all the urban renewals this city's gone through, makes sense if the community that used to be there is gone by now. That's right. There used to be a lot of veteran housing and low-rise apartments in the area. Now it's filled with never-ending projects. Dots. Dots. You okay? Oh, yeah. Sorry. Something about it bothers me a bit. Like what? Their unique disposition after they pass. Bothers me that their own memories are insufficient to ensure their existence. And by failing to remember, we, the outside party, will also gradually lose track of their existence. This doesn't feel right to me. I get what you mean. An odd erasure of existence. But apparently that's why they keep animals. The Gnome Noms owners told me they have a large mastiff living in their place. Others even take care of multiple animals at once. Interesting. Suppose that's why some folk prefer living near the wilderness. But animals don't live longer either. Right. But the erasure starts happening if they're completely forgotten, right? Something like that, I guess. I'm not sure. Right, okay. But doesn't that normally happen anyway? How do we pay respects or remember someone who died a long time ago? Like our ancestors, for example. It's our call, isn't it? Every April, Rachel and I would visit my wife's grave. We used to visit her grandparents' graves too, when my wife was still alive. If our extended family was visiting, they'd join us. We'd clean their gravestones, bring food, and have a feast while catching up. Our Nekomimis honor the dead. I'm sure other cultures have their own ways too. Right. I truly think continuing the tradition is something we do for ourselves, though. Remember the deceased and all the reasons they mattered to us. So, except for the weird erased memory part, it sounds on par to me. It's the effort of the living to remember the dead anyway. Right? Unless you believe in life after death, memories are for us, not for the dead. Exactly. It would be great if we could all remember and help each other. Because keeping track of any sort of history is a team effort. Since the best way to gain wisdom is to learn from the past, whether it's good or bad. Yeah. Speaking of the Gnome Noms owners, though, what happened to them after all that? All right, did you arrest them? Nah. Huh? Are you going to let them go? Not necessarily. But I got an idea on what I have to do. Right now, I'm just happy there's no ghosts involved. Still, it was truly something else. What a night it must have been. It is what it is. Doc. What's up, big guy? Something on your mind? No, nothing. Shame about that lighter of yours, though. Oh yeah, it's probably busted, right? That's the thing. It works just fine, not even a scratch. Really? But that thing blew up, didn't it? Like, heck, we even debated the sound effects and everything. As I said, it still works fine. So I don't know what else to tell you. I see. You want to know what I think? No. It's haunted. No, it's not. That thing is definitely haunted. What are you talking about? The white flame is a bit unnatural, I agree. I remember how you kept forgetting your lighter here. Hey, now. A man is allowed to forget stuff as he gets older, no? As for the blowing up, it was probably a well-timed bad chemical reaction or something. This thing's real old after all. Drink. Like, huff that copium, Georgie. Huff that copium. If that's the case, you might want to stop carrying it around. At any rate, I believe you now, officer. There's no such thing as coincidence, indeed. Docs. I still think it's a ghost, though. Shut it, Hendry. Shush. In any case, mystery solved. For now, at least. Until the next haunt. Hmm. Huh. Oh, no, I think I have to go now. I didn't realize I missed multiple messages earlier because I was so engrossed in your story. Sorry to rush off. I'll see you all again next time. Sure, safe trip. Nice seeing you again, Hendry. Take care. 100% ghosts. Move over there. You know, all that talking made me thirsty. You want something? I'm good. Then one espresso for me, please. Ba, ba, ba. Riona wanted me to give you her card. What is it? I'm trying to heal myself by helping other people heal. Dislikes ghosts. What is it? Miss Riona's number. She asked me to give it to you. She said she can help you find someone if you need it. Or if you need any information from her. I see. Well, I'm sure it'll come in handy, thank you. Here's your espresso, officer. Thanks. Great as always. So, what's next, officer? What's your plan after this? Other than talking to him, I guess I'll focus on the rumors. Word is going around that cars are being messed up there. That's kind of expected, though, isn't it? There's no point in adding to citizens' worries when the case is pretty much over. And I don't want bad press to paint over the area's history. You're right. Nothing like rumors without being stopped, they'll just spiral out of control. I have a question for you, though. Which do you prefer, wild rumors or bad press? That's a tough one. No limit to what wild rumors can become or how far they'll go. But the press can shape a story, report it, maybe many will believe it is truth. Both are worrying in their own ways. Fair point. But what if we combine them? Huh? Rumor, truth, and press. If we somehow combine them, then I think I have a plan. Crazy one, but a plan nonetheless. Maybe you can also add to it. Oh? Sure. It'll take a while to explain, though. Well, I'll be here all night. I got time. Alright, then. Brace yourselves, folks. It's gonna be a doozy. So we're gonna go to Tahiti, Arthur. Dark chocolate. The plan. Sunday, October 1st, 2021. Spooky Ball. The Evening Whispers. Vegan food on the rise. Gnome diet popular amongst young adults. Box office movie. High Weapon. It's astonishing $2 billion worldwide. What Generation Z really wants. An independent survey. Yep. That's what they want. It's true. Changed his thing. Alright, what do we got? Super busy, see you tomorrow. Just saying hi. Gaga, look what Murderless did, sneakily taking my super serious gaming face while playing Super Brawl Pals 2. Wow, frowny face. I like her little puffer fish boy. We had a break in the office and just played board games for hours. It was fun. Nice. Delay's delivery cutoff time is 1 p.m. No shift tonight. Sorry to hear about PC. Yeah. It's getting delayed. Sad. Gala tea. Hi, Bliss. How you doing? Galati, Part 1, by Ralia Almat. October 1st, 2023. She was supposed to just be a character in my stories. Everything about her was supposed to be in my control. How she fell in love on the rooftop of her apartment, the way she danced on the Magpie Bridge, the Ferris wheel. All of her was the result of my creative decision. She was just strings of words formed into stories penned by the tip of my pen. My creation. And a creator wasn't supposed to fall in love with his creation. Oh, Galatea. Why does something feel wrong about the name of this title? Because I was mispronouncing it. Galatea. And what was it? Like Pygmalion or something. Who's and I are chilling, watching Christmas movies and diving. Nice. Galatea, the statue that came to life. And became the lover of the artist who made it. Yet, along with ink spilled into words on my notes, her presence has become more and more vivid in my world. The jet black waterfall of her hair, her eyes, a color that'd make autumn jealous, framed perfectly by her round amber glasses, the cupid's bow of her smile and the angelic tunes that came out of those lips, the constellation of her neckline, her shape. She stepped into my reality further and further with each word scribbled on my papers. Some silent nights, I swear she was there in my office, whispering into my ear how she'd like to be portrayed. She'd guide me to write her stories, correcting my choice of words, saying that she'd never say that to her love. Truthfully, I got jealous of her lover many times, heartbroken when she told him how much she loved him. On the Ferris wheel, I hoped I could be there when they got down the gondola so that I could punch the guy in the face. I felt like I went half crazy trying to give her a perfect ending and the other half crazy for loving her to begin with. I have been mentioned? You have. Hope you enjoy life, Neko. Me too. I also hope you enjoy life, Neko. Specifically Neko, though. Everyone else? Fuck y'all. No. I hope everybody enjoys their life. Also, thank you for the tithe. Finger. Everybody else, take this. Middle fingers, everybody. Except for Neko. Thank you for the tithe as well, Neko. Bliss and Boozy. I think I said Bliss the first time. I was looking at Bliss's message. He. You've made this joke before, Bliss. I want you to know that. Yeah, I know. She even claimed a name for herself. Galatea. Easy one track mind. I'll make it again sometime next year, too. I mean, hey, you only have a few weeks to wait. Galatea. Tonight, as I finished brewing my Earl Grey tea, my warm writing companion, I found my notebook opened. I hadn't started preparing for my writing session. I was sure I hadn't opened my notebook, let alone writing anything in it. Yet, it was there, handwriting, not my own, neatly penned under my unfinished draft. Meet me between the spaces of your paragraphs. There's enough room for us to dance between your worlds. Meet me in your stories, you and I. Make this story your own, our own. Meet me in this world you've created for me. Come find me, Pygmalion, my creator, my lover. Notebook's haunted. He sees Titty and needs to comment on it. docks. Ryder. Miss Rachel? Oops. Hehe, sorry, I'm just really excited. I've done it, Ryder. Congratulations. Done what? The music I'm making with AJ. Told you about it last time, remember? Oh, yeah, you did. I brought it with me. Check it out, will you? Really? Okay. Sure we can play it? What about NDAs and stuff? Come on, you silly. We're the only ones here anyway. It'll be fine. I mean, the direction has already changed a lot, so... Oh, never mind that. Let's just play it, quick. Oop, Wistful Nights. So this... It's chill. Oh, those are a bunch of Xenoblade emotes. But we got a new song, Dream in Blue. So, this track is totally inspired by the drink you gave me the other day. That's okay, right? Of course. You composed the melodies? With Arami, yeah. So, like, when I heard the name Dream in Blue, I thought to myself, could it also be read as Dream in Blue? Ooh, good point. I mean, you could. Remind me of the melancholy you feel in the late hours of the night. It's when you're thinking about someone or something with all the what-ifs and unspoken feelings. Longing for all the dreams that have yet to come true. So, Dream in Blue. What do you think? You know, I think I can see it. Like your take on the name, too. Any Xenoblade related? An anime game. I like your take on the name, too. Hehe. There's one thing I'm wondering, though. What is it? This is going to be your new single. Wouldn't everyone be expecting to hear your voice? I know, but I already have a plan for that. You'll see. Nice. How are you, by the way, Ryder? Just fine. Business as usual. Thanks for the new song. Wait, I almost forgot. Did Dad come here last night? Andrew? Yeah, he did. To meet up with Mr. Gala, actually. Okay, that's good to know. Why do you ask? He didn't reply to my text last night, so I wondered what he was doing. Ah, I see. You do not see each other often? What do you mean? I just saw him this morning. Still live under the same roof, after all. Ah, what a surprise. Thought you'd have been raring to move out by the time you turned 21. Well, not wrong in thinking that. Dad's getting older, you know. He's becoming forgetful too, so I'm a little bit worried. Understandable. Besides, we don't really have anyone else, you know? None of our extended family even lives in the States. So as much as he's been a nag my whole life, I feel like I should watch over him for now. Right. Hello, welcome. Good evening to you, Miss Riona. Ariana, fancy meeting you here. Uh-huh. Dots. Hello. How are you? Sorry, just a second. Alright. Huh. She alright? I'm not sure. Oh well. I'll just get a drink first. Alright, what would you like? I'll have a cup of milk, please. Milk. There you go. Cup of warm milk. Thank you. What's up? Oh, nothing. Just remembered something. It's nothing special, so don't worry about it. Like her jacket. Dots. Miss, are you alright? Dots. No. I think I'm sad? What's wrong? Rihanna, what's wrong? I've been doing a lot of thinking about what? About my situation. Dots. You ever felt like something you've been doing your whole life might be a mistake? What makes you think that, miss? My apologies. I did not mean to be so dramatic. Do you mind listening to my scattered thoughts? Of course. Let it all out. Rachel is right. Feel free. Listening to the experiences you and Mr. Lucas had, along with my conversations with Ryder and the regulars of the coffee shop, Ryder realized over the past week that I'm severely lacking in awareness about many things. Huh? What makes it more troubling is it is likely that my ignorance was on purpose? Ignorance? On purpose? What do you mean? Miss Rachel, the position you hold today is a result of your efforts and tenacity, right? You honed your talent, but you did not shirk from taking risks in order to succeed. Your knowledge of the industry has enabled you to successfully navigate it, and I greatly respect your ability to do so. Mr. Lucas also, although I do not fully understand his content, he's successful enough that people earn a living through his work. I'm aware that must require a great deal of courage and flexibility. Dots. Put it simply, I feel ashamed of myself. I may have become too comfortable with the status quo, to the point that I no longer strive to improve my situation. Are you really, though? I mean, you've been trying your best, right? I've been trying, yes. I've been trying my best? That's debatable. About my intentional ignorance, I'm simply afraid. Afraid? Understand I have only a small chance of being selected for a role in a play. I really do. Understand it's due to my lack of network and the industry's expectations, along with my lack of higher education, and for the simple fact of what I am. I really feel with all that I really am, because all of it is a pain I'm already familiar with. Dots. And perhaps somewhere in the deepest depths of my heart, I'm having to face unfamiliar rejections again. Having to get used to new pain all over again. Just might be... God. Might be difficult. Yes. I apologize for all the ruckus. I didn't mean to. Miss Riona, please allow me to make you a drink. On the house. But Ryder insists, right? Right. Dots. Where's the pie you ate the other day? Blueberry hibiscus mint pie? Did you like it? I did. Quite a lot, actually. I'll make something special just for you. Tell me its flavor profile. Give me a moment. Blueberry was very sweet and fresh. The crust was buttery. Flavor was enhanced by the tartness of hibiscus and the herbal coolness of mint. Just a very sweet blueberry pie with hibiscus and mint. So hibiscus, very sweet. So probably honey, mint. Berry blue hibiscus pie. Cute. One pie in a cup coming up. A dessert drink made from steeped hibiscus, mint, and specially prepared ingredients. Honey blueberry cordial with a touch of vanilla. One, sir. Okay. Emergency goods delivery service available from Bellevue, seeking audition tips. Hold on. Hold on. Human blue. Go. One pie in a cup coming up. Wow, Ryder, that's so extra. It kind of is, isn't it? But it's so pretty. Thank you. It really is. Well done, Ryder. Are you really serving a warm pie filling to your customer? It's not a pie filling. You simply make fruit cordials with honey. And I just happen to have the blueberry one on hand. Sure. It's not a pie filling, trust me. It's not. Pie drink for best girl. Nice. Thank you. You're very welcome. Dots. What's on your mind? Dots. Right now I'm rethinking my true motivation for doing all of this. Driving force behind everything I've done up to this point. Well, what was it? Huh? Your driving force, before you started questioning it. Dots. Dots? I wish to break free from the shackles of prejudice, whether it's society's or my own. Not only for myself, but also for my kind. I see. So it doesn't have to be opera, right? Pardon? Reaching that goal can be done a lot of ways, like politics. Huh. You're not wrong, but... That was just an example, jeez. I admit, being an entertainer is probably the fastest way to win people over. But that's not what you want to do, is it? Dots. My heart trembles for the opera. My heart yearns for the opera. That's why I wish to pursue it, as long as I'm able. However, I believe it's also time for me to consider expanding my horizons. Oh? I simply do not wish to be trapped in my own fear forever. Though I do regret that my one-track-minded efforts may have been in vain. I don't think everything you've done so far is in vain, though. Huh? I always believe in sincere efforts. But never mind that. What are you going to do now? I'm not sure. I already rejected Mr. Lucas's offer. Lucas? He's an influencer who's been coming here recently. Why does that name ring a bell? Oh, wait. You know him? Not closely, but I think we follow each other on Tomo Chill. It's even the same Lucas, I mean. What was the offer? I was offered a spot on his new show. While he's still unsure of the format, his aim is to elevate underrated talents. I'm gonna get some cheesecake. Neko hearing about pie and pie drinks, and it's like, I'm gonna get some cake. Have good cake. Showcase and interview them in order to bring their work to the forefront. I see. So what if you rejected his offer? Call him. Huh? Or text him. Tell him you changed your mind. What's the worst that could happen? People are allowed to change their minds. If he rejects you, well, that's his loss, isn't it? I'm not sure it'd be his loss necessarily. Just do it. Text him. Yeah. Okay. He responded. What did he say? Told me to stay here. He's coming here soon. Huh? 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 Does he live, like, nearby or something? No, not really. Seems he had some things to do around here. I see, what a great coincidence. Means you can clear things up in person. You're right. You can forgive me the courage, Miss Rachel. Just call me Rachel, will you? Alright. Done. Although I regret my one-track mindset, I don't say it has been entirely detrimental to my life, as it is a habit formed during my time living in the commune. Commune? We banshees used to congregate together in order to protect ourselves from the outside world. Each of us tended to have a specific role in the commune, and we all would work together as one, like gears in a machine. Interesting. I didn't know that. But you left the commune, correct? Yeah. Was it difficult? No, because we're not a cult. Sorry, I didn't mean it that way. It's okay. Commune is simply a defense mechanism from the distant past. So the reason we don't see a lot of banshees around is because many still choose to remain in the commune. Right. The world still isn't kind to us. However, we are aware that eventually we must reopen ourselves to the outside world. It was for that reason I learned to drive. You seem to be fond of driving. I am. It's like having a mobile fortress. This is why I find driving calming. Even in traffic? Well, mobile fortress, huh? Never thought of cars that way, but that's interesting. Well, you said everyone has a specific role. What do you mean by that? No, I'm just curious. You don't have to answer if you don't want to. Well, we don't have a Banshee Culture Center anywhere. Time to start one then. Perhaps it's best if I use a specific example, such as my mother's role. Oh? Her role is to trade. In the event that we need to increase our supply or sell our products, or are simply in need of some negotiating, it is my mother who will do the job. We must travel to the nearest city or town in order to exchange goods, and she's our representative when other communities need to discuss things with us, right? Everyone's work has equal weight. One is in charge of food and drink, another is in charge of all our laundry. Everyone has a responsibility to set up schedules and organize the collection of goods. So, like, does each role only have one bearer at a time? No, sometimes there are two or more, depending on the power needed. It's all about balance. I see. Interesting. Does your mom still fulfill her role to this day? Yes. Dots. Although, there are times when I wish she would retire. Why? She is doing a good job with it. Hey, Lucas. But the role truly changed her. Oh. She had to endure years of animosity. She had to negotiate everyone's way out of trouble, or to simply defend the commune. That's such a heavy burden. It is, but she refuses to accept any help offered to her. Cheesecake. Welcome back, Neko. Enjoy your cheesecake. We're talking about communism. Which is from a commune. That's fine. Because it's become her identity, I think. Oh, you're here. Yeah, hi, lady. I was starting to wonder when you were going to say something. I'd introduce myself, but I want to hear Riona's story. On this channel? What else is new? No communism here, officer. Fine by me. It is as Mr. Lucas said. That we were already past all the formal stuff, am I wrong? Well, you still call her lady. But she is. Shh, the lady is speaking. Whoops, okay, sorry. Lucas is the type of guy that talks over a movie, isn't he? It is as, Lucas said. Our discussion the other day led to the same conclusion for me as well. My mother's, protective instincts turned into a angry sense of pride. So while she performs her role really well, her anger often gets the best of her. Thoughts. Things are way calmer for our commune now, so I'm thankful for that. But unfortunately, damage has already been done. Right. That's when I understood why she was angry too. Your mom has dealt with haters all her life. You were pretty much in the front seat of all that. Oof. Tough. I guess I can relate in some ways. Ekomimi culture is also quite strict, although nowhere as rigid as yours. We're heavily stereotyped as being very mid? Like mediocre in all ways aside from being pretty and cute. Although, don't get me wrong, I am cute. But it makes me wonder, you know? How much of our survival instincts turned into bad stereotypes? Things have changed so much for everyone. Which means, should have moved on from terrible prejudices decades ago, right? So why is so many still stuck with outdated and bad perceptions? Actually, that's exactly why. Life is complicated and change is hard. Learning and unlearning stuff takes time and mental energy, right? And there are billions of living beings in this world. Why many folks choose to reduce their worlds to the size they can manage. All based on their priorities, of course. I mean, it's no different from how everyone chooses content to consume. Yeah, and sadly, different culture is probably one of the last things on most beings' minds. Unless you already have a vested interest in it, then it's a different story. That makes sense. Thoughts? We all need to survive, I understand that. However, I feel some things just shouldn't be excused. Things we do, principles we hold, thoughts. All of it has an impact on others, one way or another. Right. Yeah, for sure. Oh yeah, by the way, Pops contact you, lady? You know, about the tree. Oh, he did, but what tree? It's a long story. Huh, sure, keep your smelly secrets. No, this is perfect. You should listen too. The more exposure this gets, the better. Oh, so you're going to tell me? From the very beginning. But before I forget, lady, did you have something to say to me? Since you texted me and all? Heh. Oh, yeah. Go on, Riona, say it. Oh. So, about your show. Yeah? You're in, right? Are you still unsure about the format? Well, I'm still trying to put it all in order. On paper, so. Kind of? Like, I know I want to do a podcast, a deep dive, and a showcase. But I'm still trying to figure out a great way to fit them all in nicely. Once I'm done, I'll let you know for sure. What are you planning to show, anyway? How do you think it'll help the guests? Oh, curious, aren't we? Basically, I want to cover stuff that's interesting and underrated from around the city. And beyond, if it takes off, but let's not get ahead of ourselves, shall we? Nah, scratch that. I know it'll take off. That's some confidence you have there. even though you're not even sure what the format will be? Tut, tut. I might not know the exact format yet, but all the elements needed to make a good show are locked and loaded already. Really? What are they? Well, there's already so much content out there, right? You can't deny that today's audience gets bored easily, too. If something doesn't appeal to them immediately, they'll just click away. So, how to keep them engaged and stick with us, you ask? Well, from my experience, you need roughly 5 things down pat to keep a show going. First one is being the format itself, which, ironically, is the only thing I don't have yet. Anyway, proper format has good consistency. Could be the way the show is cut or how the information flows. It's to build familiarity with the audience, and it makes things easier for the content creator too. That makes sense? Next thing you need is topics. Sure, you can have a main theme for your show, like singing or cooking or anything really. Having a theme is essential, but getting topics flowing is essentialer, because even singing will need more than one song, right? Same with cooking. You need to show many techniques, recipes, all that jazz. That's true, right? Since the goal of the show is to shine a spotlight on all things underrated, figure it should start small and nearby, but still have the potential to grow. And what's better for that than exploring the city and its inhabitants in depth? Especially since I'm fairly new here and all. Oh, you get what I'm saying? I can see there are many interesting topics to discuss. Yeah, like locations, events, history. Yes, and many interesting individuals to meet. Definitely. Projects, side projects, plenty of things to cover. Makes sense. What's next? Know your audience. Honestly, in this internet era, you don't need to appeal to everyone. If you do it right, you can target just one type of audience and still get a lot of eyes. Fortunately, I have my base audience already. Since the show will be in a completely new format, a lot of them will reject it. Because people don't like change. That's right. But honestly, that's fine. Fuck the haters. I'm trying to attract an audience that's more open-minded and can help elevate the stuff we're going to spotlight. Like, say, if we cover musicians, they'll go to their sites or live shows. Some cool neighborhood project, they'll be eager to check it out. Cool coffee shop, they'll be interested in visiting. Wink, wink. Oh. Anyway, you all know what I mean. I see he's also trying to recruit me for his little show. Next thing is audio quality, great visuals and edits. You know the drill. Of course. And the last thing you need for a good show is me. Dots. Hey, what's with the awkward silence? I mean personality and smarts. Find info, you need to be resourceful. And to relay information, well, you need a good personality, right? Well, I'm your guy. Why, what's so funny? Am I not the perfect guy? Resourceful, huh? Really? Oh, so that is what you're questioning, huh? I'm just saying. Because didn't you say you're new to the city, so... Oh, I see. I see how it is. Well, you've really thought this through. I'm kind of impressed. Thank you. Probably won't be anywhere near as big as your talk show, though, I'll tell you that. Huh? Rumor has it that your manager is trying to get your old girl band back together. And I heard there'll be a talk show or something for it. Oh, really? How did you hear that? Tisk. I have my ways. Dots. I didn't get the info from shady sources, I promise. Well, okay. I'll give you that, resourceful guy. But your information's outdated already. Oh? Because I won't be in the show. Oh? Why? Well, I actually like the idea of a comeback. But if it were to happen, I would want new branding, you know? Like the new us, to show we've grown. Ah, I get that, 100%. That's too bad. Why? I think you have a talent for getting people to talk. You are able to read the room with sensitivity. Therefore, I would definitely be interested in watching your talk show program. You think so? Aw, I'm flattered. Right about that, though. I'm pretty good. But I'd rather express myself through my music, my songs, and my performances. You know? Yeah, I understand that very well. Then do you want to be our first guest? Me? Why? Thought you wanted to highlight independent artists. Well, aren't you making a new kind of music lately, Miss Rachel? So you actually have a side project. Oh, well, yeah, but I was kidding about inviting you earlier, but hey, maybe it could work out after all. Help out a new channel, will ya? You wish. I'm a very busy Nekomimi. But maybe. Woohoo! Hmm. What is it, Ryder? Oh, your plan was to have Miss Riona as your first guest. Oh. Well, about that. Definitely jumping the gun here, but... Oh, co-host? I was kinda hoping you'd be my co-host instead. What? Me? I was going to ask you later, but Ryder over here cornered me for something fierce. Oops, sorry. Why me? I like the way you explain difficult subjects, and I really enjoy talking to you. You have plenty of knowledge and experience from being on the road a lot, and all your stories are so damn interesting. Plus, someone needs to offset my chaotic personality. Like contrasting hosts, huh? Yeah, what's worse, she's not nervous talking in front of a camera at all. Well, she is a performer. I know. I'm just saying she's a natural on camera. So yeah, that's what I was going to ask later if you want to be my co-host. Only if you're interested, of course. I might need a moment to consider. Of course, take your time. However, you're open to receiving input. May I throw in an idea for the format of the show? For real? Of course you may. And I'm staying until you all tell me everything I missed. Okay. Yeah, the night's still young anyway. And thus the night ended. The night's still young. Night immediately ends. Lucas didn't fucking order anything. Did he? No, he didn't. What the fuck, man? My business. We've still yet to make the gingerbread coffee. That's sad. Monday, October 2nd, 2023. Big sniffer. Could be the... Should be the wedding day, I believe. Gobbly Labs shut down. Researcher to finally stop experiments after 1,304 incidents. Damn. Users of Tomodachi's new stories feature. It needs a longer duration. The piece of halfling advice that seared into my memory. Side orders, another blood tea or whatever. And you're just like, no, gingerbread man. Yep. Oh, spooky. No delivery today. Hey, Neko. Neko Shell. Liked her post. Check this out. Your boy has started a new podcast for y'all. Want to know more? Neko. It's Neko. Sorry, not sorry. Forgot to post the trailer. Here it is. Full version dropping at 8 p.m. You like video podcast? Smiley face. Damn, they started that thing quick. Like they like left the I was about to say bar. They they left the shop and just immediately recorded the fucking broadcast. All right. Here it is. DTR Down to Ride vlog number 1, mystery adventure with my super co-host Riona Sheeran and a special surprise guest star Neko Shell. Go watch it now. Right on. Something new. I appeared as a guest star in this impromptu vlogcast. Check it out and have fun with us. Boop. I notice this doesn't have any likes, but this one has so many likes. And then she just does the picture. Aha. Pygmalion Part 2. That's not what it was called. Alright. By Ralia Ahmad. He wrote another sad thing for me. In this one, supposedly I was on a Ferris wheel where the love of my life decided to end things with me. The love of my life, like it's not my decision to make. The guy my writer made isn't who I love the most. Well, he was just a barely fleshed out character with some dreamy words ready for me. The one who's won my heart is the person who made those dreamy words come out of his mouth. My writer, my creator, my Pygmalion. My heart, I said, as if I actually had one. I was just some lines in some short stories made to entertain anyway. I was made to be fiction. A part of something way bigger. But hey, if I was just fiction, I might as well fight for my own happy ending, right? Everything's possible in fiction after all. I want to write my own stories, an ending of my own choosing, built of my own effort. Isn't that what we all want in life? Do you think I can have my own happy ending? Have you found your own? Well, we can never find out if we don't try, right? And I'm not going down without trying. Because this, my beloved readers, is my story. Not my writer's, not yours. Mine. Only I get to decide how my story goes. And I'm sure I deserve a happy ending, don't we all? But hey, enough about me. What about you? Have you been writing your own stories yet? You're about to finish the game now. What will you do once you close the game? Are you going to play it from the beginning again? Do you think in your second playthrough the ending will be different? Is there a happier ending here? Have you decided on your own ending? You got pretty meta there. So, I drove him around while he was nursing his broken heart. I really don't know why we're discussing my sad stories right now. Eyes on the happy couple. Aw, it wasn't sad so much as cute, though. But it's true that you and Mr. Bailey should be in the spotlight, Miss Lua. We're just in the light. Sorry, I'm trying to get to the switch. Ow! Whoops, my apologies, Mr. Gala. You're literally solid like a wall. I'll take that as a compliment. Ah, here we go. Just got back from the wedding. You all found your way to a seat. I'm impressed. We've been here often enough to know that we know the place like the back of our hand. That's what it means to have regulars, writer. So it does. Look, new single. So it does. Now, shall we get this celebration started? Please, I'm so excited. It's adrenaline for you. Hang on to that feeling. You call it adventure, I call it deep, passionate, irresistible fascination for her husband. Hey, don't get too cocky, Mr. Miller. Oh. Are you taking Louis' last name, Bailey's? Huh. No, we're keeping our last names. But I'll be Mr. Miller if it pleases Mrs. Miller. Anything to make you happy? Aw, you always make me melt. Disgusting, he said, wiping off his tears. How many times must I tell you? It was the City Hall flowers. They make my allergies flare up. Sure, let's go with that. It's also this flower right on my lapel. The real one, you know, not just a little pin. And I'm allergic to it. So that I have an excuse to cry. Dots, they grow up so fast. It would be the perfect time for some drinks. I wouldn't say no to something hot for sure. And to something sweet. Something decadent and chocolatey. Yeah, but let's keep it fresh. There's enough sweetness here to give me a sugar rush. So, in summary, sweet and chocolatey, but with some freshness to it. Please, Ryder. Chocolate. Sweet. Fresh. Ooh, I like that. The After Midnight. A whiff of old world charm, a sucron. How the fuck do you pronounce that? Of intensity, and a dash of fresh air for timeless late night celebrations. Inspired by a sweet evening treat. Hopefully the drink is to your liking. I love it. It's very unique and festive. Very comforting. Exactly what I had in mind. It's fine. It's not blood, I mean. I praise from Hyde. Find it funny that half of this game is like, make me this thing. I don't know. I want magic barista man. Yep. You know it. It tastes a bit British. Have you ever been on that side of the pond, Ryder? I did a bit of traveling in my day. Maybe we ran into each other in the past. Maybe we did. Passing each other like two ships in the night, before meeting at the mooring. That's very lyrical. I blame the mood on you two. All I know about the UK is that British werewolf guy I once met. He went absolutely wild during Fury. But even then, he would beg the wall's pardon for putting his fist through it. Sounds about right. And I imagine you two became great friends. Nah, you know rude vampires are much more my type. Hey, actually, no, I'm not offended. Rude vampire and proud of it. That would look great on a t-shirt. Awesome idea. I'll consider that for a Christmas gift. Right, I guess we should raise a toast. Does anyone want to make a speech? Looks at bride and groom. Someone? Ryder, maybe? Hey. I don't think I'm the right person to give speeches. You definitely are. Yeah, if you want to, we'd love to hear you. In that case. Thank you for choosing to come to this cafe, Miss Lua, Mr. Bailey's. Well, it's Mrs. Lua now. And thank you for making us feel a true part of your lives. You're here. You'll always be a part of our lives now, Ryder. You're adopted. Absolutely. Short and to the point, good speech. Your turn, Hyde. Really? Oh, well, fine. Thank you, Lua and Bailey's, for entertaining me. And making me consider a counseling career, however briefly. Dots. You're a good bunch. That means a lot, Hyde. Been a very good friend to us. Don't think we're forgetting about you, Gala. Speech time. Chop chop. Right. I don't know you as well as Ryder, guys, and I haven't helped you nearly as much as Hyde did, but despite that, you made me feel welcome. You've immediately made me feel part of your family. May this warmth that you show others always reflect as joy in in the family you're starting today. Dots. Aw, Gala. Thanks, man. Really. To the happy couple. To the happy couple. To the happy couple. Are your allergies troubling you again, Mr. Hyde? Just married. Leap loop. Writer, my dear writer. Never think that you're out of reach of my retribution. I do apologize that we only serve soft drinks here. Some bubbles would have been befitted the occasion. Don't worry about it. As far as I'm concerned, it suits me just fine. Yeah, we're not really drinking booze these days. Oh? Speaking of starting a family, just in case, you know. Oh. And I'm avoiding it in solidarity. That's nice, you guys. Rooting for you. That just means you don't have to come into the hospital I work at for liver problems. Thanks, Gala. Just imagine. Little purple elves with horns running around everywhere. And thanks, I think, Mr. Hyde. I aim to please. Personally, I'm fine with soft drinks as well. Never liked the stronger stuff. He's not lying. I never saw him touch it. Is there any specific reason why not? I just don't like the taste. Never got used to it. Never particularly tried to. Would assume I like to drink, especially since I'm a big burly dude, I guess. But, nope. Assumptions like that are annoying to me. I like that you look at it just as a taste among others, Gala. Sometimes I want to taste wine, and sometimes I just want tomato juice. Definitely. Booze just became this big social thing. And but I for one wish there was a better range of soft drinks. I went to a very expensive restaurant a while ago. They had a soft drink pairing option. They imported some alcohol-free vermouth, homemade some fruit juice. It all tasted really nice and unique. But then they also had edible robots. And they made a miniature forest out of vegetables and dark chocolate. Wow. When did you go to a place like that? A while ago with my family. Back when we were still in touch. Faye, I'm okay, sweetie. Well, I make a mean cocktail. I'm told NA's non-alcoholic drinks are popular here in Utah. Nice. I'm told NAs are popular in Utah. Yep. You like a drink? Nah. Well, I make a mean cocktail. There's a hard version and a soft version. In the hard version, I use vodka. The soft version, I don't use vodka. Fair enough. Makes sense from all the Mormons. Religious abstinence from alcohol. Religious sobriety. What else goes into it? A little bit of basil, some lemon juice, and a pinch of salt, tonic water. Looks like something I would enjoy. Wait for it. And of course, a big dollop of fresh blood. Here it comes. O-type, preferably. Universal donors and all that. Nuts. Yuck. I think this is a joke. Oh, this is a joke? And this is why he never gets invited to parties. What do you mean? I'm invited to all the parties. Thank you so much for being with us, the three of you. D&D themed bar opened up here recently. It's me and my friend's new favorite spot. In like the super religious Mormon area? But also nice. Kind of stuff they got there. Thanks for having us. Fun to meet your friends from work, Baileys. And your sister, Lua. Down downtown Salt Lake. Very nice, very nice. Got a very strong character, I respect that. She's impossible, you mean? But I love her to bits. Yeah, she took a while to warm up to me at first. Oh, just a year or 3. You probably wanted to make sure you were right for her baby sister. Yeah, that was definitely the reason why. She always thinks of me as some sort of softie that she needs to protect. Well, I mean, compared to her, Gala is a softie. I'd say Gala is a softie compared to many people. Fair enough. But yes, I think she could take him, when he's under fury. Ryder ever moves out, I'm out of my specialty. I can ask for your sister's number, I guess. You would have to hurry, or you'll have to step over, your primary school friend Bailey's. Marco? Thought I'd caught him staring at her. I bet they didn't leave it at staring. The 2 witnesses. Delightfully cliche, isn't it? Seem to be enjoying the gossip very much, Mr. Hyde. Of course I do. That's how I take my best pictures. Longing glances, touches filled with pent-up desire, scorn dissimulated with a smirk. Hopefully you've captured some pictures of our lovebirds, too. Ah, yes, I really can't wait to see them. Oh, shit, I was supposed to take pictures of them? Imagine if like, the wedding photographer said that. It's a cidery, so they make their own ciders, but they make drinks like Attack of Opportunity, Burning Hands, and Orb Ponderer, to name a few. Nice. Have root beer flavored mead, that's really good, too. Cool. The Orb Ponderer. I'm curious what that drink is. Ah, yeah, I really can't wait to see them. Well, that's the downside of film. I know. But it will be worth it, so I'm happy to be patient. Good girl. In that case, I have a little reward for you. Aw. Perfect shot. Oh, look at this, babe. This is amazing. What a beautifully captured moment, Mr. Hyde. Yes, truly. Thank you again for doing this, Hyde. Don't mention it. I had an alright time doing it. You can keep this if you want. It's just a Polaroid, but... No, it's absolutely lovely. Looks so friendly and warm. Like the wedding we always really wanted to have. Yeah. Once we sifted through the superfluous details, I bet you guys figured that out in the end. I love this picture. You only have the one, Mr. Hyde? Wait, waiter. You wanted to frame it and hang it on your wall? Actually, yeah, something like that. Good thing I saw it coming. If our newlyweds don't object, I have almost the exact same wonder-year for you. No objections whatsoever. Yeah, I'd love that. I just gave him Lucas's voice for some reason. Yeah, I'd love that. It would mean a lot to have a little memory of this day hanging around here. Thank you so much. No, thank you. They have this smoky gun thing that blows up a bubble, and they place it on the top of the drink so you can have a little orb to ponder. That's awesome. No, thank you. Yeah, Ryder, I'm not sure where we'd be without you. Ahem. I just make coffee, guys. And teas. And chocolates. And chocolate drinks. And milk drinks. So I take it you have decided to embrace photography, Mr. Hyde? It would seem so. Ah, come on, tell them. Tell us what? Nothing's been confirmed yet. You're certainly not going back on it. And you aren't either, right? Of course not. Well then. Just tell them the story. It's obvious you're dying to. Don't have to ask me twice. Hyde has already agreed to shoot another wedding. They're a really sweet couple who's been coming to visit their kid at the hospital. Little Rose has been sick for a while. Doctors think she's going to get better eventually, but no one knows exactly when. So her parents have decided to get married in her room, with her around. That's a lovely idea. I bet little Rose is thrilled. She is. An entire party next to her bed, can you imagine? Anyhow, they got to chatting with Hyde, and just like that, he promised to take their pictures pro bono. That's very good of you, Mr. Hyde. It's nothing. I could use the experience, so that I can milk my modeling ex-colleagues for their wedding pictures. Sounds like good social retribution to me, right? But does that mean you're sticking around Seattle for good, Hyde? I've got the house and I've got the job, and I've got my own pocket werewolf. So it sounds like I'll be staying here a little while. Hyde Leibovitz. Complete Hyde's good story. That's great to hear. How's the house coming along? Taking ages, but it'll look good when it's finished. Having it redone from scratch, so it's a process. But as a vampire, my needs are a little particular. Fair enough. I think it's normal to be particular when it comes to your dream home, right? What would a dream house look like for the two of you? We're not too sure yet. But we're not repeating the same mistakes. No endless Domotacho scrolling to look at other people's homes. And no overspending or feeling inadequate on my side. Love. It's alright, I'm glad we talked it all through. Lua made me realize that it's fine if I don't earn as much as she does, and if my family doesn't contribute anything. In fact, Lua's mom told me the same thing during the wedding. I didn't know you talked about it. Don't worry, it went really well. She said what mattered to her is that I make her daughter happy. Which is good, because that's what matters to me too. And a happy Lua is a Lua who powers through her job. Yeah, I really can't consider slowing down my career. Well, maybe a little. I mean, at least you get the tax benefits now. Yeah, when the time comes, but the thing is, I don't mind slowing down my career. I've always been the one picking up the kids' topics. It's not that I don't want them, but I was afraid of what it'd do to my work. That makes sense. Women are always expected to do more when it comes to child rearing. Well, not in our couple. We've decided that when we have kids, I'll be a stay-at-home dad. Hell yeah, Baileys. I'll still do some freelance work if and when I have time. Not so much for the money as to keep my brain working. But it'll be taking care of the little ones and of our place. You know, I keep thinking how happy I am that I met you and married you. How many men would have wanted that? You'd be surprised. Times are changing and so on. Times are making more room for people to follow their wishes. I've known many men who'd have rather stayed home with their children than go to work every day and almost never see them. You two just complement each other well. I think so too. Mr. Miller. Mrs. W. Ah, no. Using my family name on you feels wrong. Heh. They would throw a fit if they heard you do that. They absolutely would. Though most tempting. But none of that matters much anyway. As long as we're still Lua and Baileys. As long as we're still Lua and Baileys. Ugh, excuse me. Damn. I wish you could actually like click that and see, and something plays like a little animation, and it would have been cute. Sounds like Hyde has found a new way forward. Damn, they got you. They didn't get me. I figured it wouldn't be anything, but I'm like, I had a dream, you know? I wanted to believe. He has, yeah. I'm really happy about that. I wanted to believe. When I first met him, I thought he was a bit mysterious. And honestly, a bit of a jerk. But he's really quite fragile, isn't he? Nothing more solid and more fragile than an immortal. Yeah, nothing screws with your head quite as much as having unlimited time. Even elves with their only long-ish lives have issues. I can imagine. Werewolves are somewhere between elves and humans, and we also struggle with that stuff. I guess the bottom line is, everyone gets bored and confused once in a while, right? And the longer you live, the more once in a whiles you get. That makes sense to me. I will say though, mighty happy that he's sticking around. For all that he can be a difficult one, he also makes life a lot more interesting. And we just really get each other after all this time. You two know what I mean. Yeah, we really do. At this point, even when we need to take a bit of a time out, we can trust that we'll always find our way back to each other. That's right. You know, got a way of finding good people. I mean. He liked Ryder from the start. Not that I've ever disagreed, but he just really got you right away. He has been very kind to me, and perceptive about me as well. I'm glad he befriended you two. This chat right now, it's really good. You're alright too, Gala. Yeah, looking forward to seeing more of you. Right back at you. Ah, listen to that. It's pouring rain again. Ugh. It'd be really cold if I didn't have your jacket, Faye. But are you okay? Yeah, don't worry about me. I always worry about you. And I guess that's kind of my job now. Only if I get to worry about you too. You guys are cute. You know what's even better than worrying about each other? Not worrying about each other. Point taken. Rainy weddings are meant to be good luck anyway. I've always wondered where that came from. Sounds like lip service for the happy couple. To avoid a meltdown if it rains, which must happen often enough. Really? So you don't know? Don't know what? Maybe it's just a thing among elves. Have you heard it, Ryder? Are you referring to the goddess's tears legend? That's the one. Never heard of that. It's actually a whole epic in medieval elven poetry. You know, from my father's time. Medieval. But I can give you the short version. Come on, I'm very curious. Alright then. A long time ago lived a powerful goddess. That goddess had many children, but of all her children she liked best. They were the shyest and the quietest. When their siblings screamed for attention, they sat aside and played with clouds. When their siblings tormented each other, they silently looked at the stars. When their siblings ran away from the rain, they waited and watched the rain fall. The goddess thought, even if all my children desert me, this one will always be by my side. They are kind and gentle. They will love me and take care of me. She thought of the days ahead and smiled. But one day, as the young godling sat on the edge of a cloud, pondering the world, a gust of wind blew on them, and they lost their balance. Oh no. Don't worry, it's not a sad story. Alright then. Carried by the wind, they floated down to the ground, and immediately they were astonished. There were so many things around them that they'd never seen before. They were both delighted and lost, and they stood rooted in place for many human eras, until the human found them there. Shall we call the godling Aeon and the human Ray, just for clarity? That's gonna help me for sure. I get lost without names. Alright, Aeon and Ray it is. Ray walked up to Aeon and, finding them, stunned, guided them forward. They took them to their village and showed them how they lived their life. As days passed, Aeon started talking to Ray. They discussed stars and planets, clouds and suns, and talked of harvest and of young children, of famines and old men. They talked of time and of eternity, and as they looked into each other's eyes, they found both the briefest of moments and the longest era in there. That's how they both knew they were in love. They decided to get married, but both of them wanted the assent of their family. Ray got it without any trouble. Their family were quite fond of Aeon by then. But when Aeon went to see their mother, the goddess, that old hag, give her a chance, my love, she improves. But yeah, at first she wasn't thrilled. In fact, she was outraged that her favorite child should be taken away from her. It reminds me of someone. I promise you, she's a lot better than my mother. Anyway, she got really angry, and she told Aeon, "Get married if you wish, but if you do get married, you shall wither and die, just like your fiancé." Ugh. And to nobody's surprise at this point, Aeon said, "I'm alright with that. What's eternity if I can't have Ray by my side?" Down to get married they went. For many hours, the goddess was angry and shouted. Then for many more hours, she was despondent and sulked. Then finally, she turned an eye onto the ground to look at Aeon and Ray. They were in the field where Ray had first found Aeon. They wore garlands of flowers, and they were surrounded with people they loved. And for the first time, Aeon wasn't quiet at all. They were singing and dancing, their eyes sparkling, their hair floating on the wind. And the goddess saw that for the first time in an eternity, their child was happy. She regretted her bitter words then. But a goddess's word, once spoken, isn't easily broken. In sadness for her child's mortal days, she started crying. And one by one, her tears hit the earth in a thick cloud of rain. But instead of running from it, Aeon and Ray danced with it. And so the goddess said, "For each tear of mine that falls onto you, may you live another year. And even as your hair turns gray and your skin turns parched, may that year see you both dancing and singing, still in love with each other." And according to elves, that's how we came to be. But I think that's a bit far-fetched. Dots. Dots. My love, are you tearing up? It's nothing. You're just really beautiful sometimes. Dots. You're a born legend teller, Mr. Baileys. That was an astonishing rendition of that story. Yeah, that was epic. I'm not going to look at Ray the same way now. It's just a silly legend. Not silly at all. And you're right. Goddess is a lot better than your mother. Told you. My history of rain is a lot simpler. I just really love it when it rains outside and you're all warm indoors. All this lore just reminds me of Veilguard, the game that Neko now has to wait for mid-January for me to play, so that he can start discussing lore with me. Opium. Ah, shit, I skipped a line. Yeah, that's a very cozy feeling. My bedroom, when I was a little girl, was on the top floor. So I could hear the rain fall at night when I was in my bed. It was great. I wish I lived in a world where everyone had that. A place to be safe while the rain falls outside. For sure. Ah, look. Here is at least another someone who's safe from the rain right now. Ugh, that's a very wet little guy. Poor Gala. Did he just shake rain all over you? He did a little, but that's fine. He's a cute one. What's he doing here, though? Is your cat, Ryder? No, but he's been around a couple of times. I do remember seeing him a week or so ago. Not any friendlier than he was then. Homophobia cat. I mean, heterochromia. Although he's not especially aggressive either. Maybe he's adopting this place. Wouldn't be the first. Pretty much how you got Hyde too. cat just stole Hyde's seat, by the way. Now that's an apt comparison. Seems that he might be looking for something, though. Or someone. If that's the case, he hasn't found them yet. Came by another time a few days ago and was actually quite helpful. But he didn't look settled then either. And there he goes. Very mysterious. What did I miss? A cat, apparently. Ah, yes, I saw it go. What was that about? We're not entirely sure. It's come by a handful of times, but he doesn't seem to stay very long or ask for anything. I'm saying that he might be looking for someone. Ah, perhaps he is. In many traditions, cats are depicted as having special foresight. Messengers between worlds, so to speak. They may know something that we don't, or see something we can't see. That's just what they want you to believe. Looking mysterious to get food and cuddles. I was saying that reminds me of someone, actually. Don. No comment. Uh-huh. Anyhow, what was that call about? It was the interior designer about the house. For some reason, he needed to know the exact size of my turntable, as well as whether I wanted walnut or oak floors. I just want floors I can walk on. That's surprising. Thought you'd be more particular about decoration, Hyde. I am particular, in the sense that I want it to look good. But he's got no clue what to do to get there. Oh, wait, I mean, you've seen his car. It's not, you know, peak design trends. That car served me right, thank you very much. Remember when a certain werewolf didn't want to drive me around? Ah, shouldn't have brought that up. Truce. Why don't you help Hyde with decorating then, Gala? Why, indeed. My job, time. Your job, time, I see. Everyone's a critic, but the truth is, Gala has no understanding of color, material, or shape. I'm a lazy interior designer at best. But Gala is an interior designer's waking nightmare. Not true. I just go for functional things. That's what people say when they've got no taste. Yeah? Maybe my taste in vampires is the problem here. I think your taste in vampires is your one saving grace. Ugh. When's their wedding? You guys sound like you're gonna be just fine. Indeed. You know, being like this all together when it's dark and damp, and feeling good and safe and home, it's a pretty rare feeling in a kinda public place. I think the kinda is key here. As far as I can remember, this has never felt like a strange place to me. It's my space. Like that dead website that I'm lucky enough to share with other people I like. I definitely feel the same way. Thanks for that, Ryder. Glad that's how it feels to you. Our patrons' comfort has always been our priority. Goal very much achieved, then. That, and also you all are alright. Sounds like everyone's gonna be busy with our own stuff for a while. I can't wait to come back here and see your faces again. Whether in a week or a month or a year, I know it's gonna be a good time. Cheers to that. You're here. You all are welcome anytime, separately or together, and I'm looking forward to hearing what you get up to. We'll definitely pop by to give you news, and to give Fury remedies, and to listen in on the drama. Wait to have you back. I think the rain is over. Nice. And we've kept you up for a while already, Ryder. Yeah, we should all use the dry spell to get back home. Consider the night cold. You go first, guys. We'll be stepping on each other's toes. Alright. Good night, Ryder. Good night. Good night, you two. Let's go, darling. Let's. Good night, Ryder. Thanks again for being with us. Tonight and on other nights. No, thank you for everything, truly. Have a good rest, Ryder. Will do. You guys coming? Yeah, just hold the door for me a second longer. Hey, what are you doing? Carrying you over the threshold, of course. That's on the way into the home, not on the way out of the bar. I can do both. You're silly. Maybe, but I love you. I love you too. Bustling, busy, and a buzz. People whose thoughts I can hear almost as well as my own by now. Whose success and failures matter to me as much as my own. Suppose that's what it feels like. Have a chosen hive. Aw. No credits. Thought I was gonna go into credits, but I guess not. Tuesday, October 3rd, 2023. The Evening Whispers. Heir of American business royalty disowned over choice of wife. Direct. Killer algae, the new invasive species. Fire director resigns in the wake of shocking leaks. Direct. Boom. Aw. One day these will just have an animation to them. Photo by Mr. Hyde. Over. He looks so awkward. Maybe they come out with a third. Maybe. I think by the end of it, I'm in this industry for the love of it, and to keep having fun is the mindset. I will keep moving forward. Nice. Having someone you can connect with, especially within the same industry, is really something that I'm glad for. Aw. Oh, she changed her thing. My son. Okay, but thank you. Your fiction plan free trial is over. Did you enjoy the content we provided for you? Do subscribe to our fiction plan for only $5 per month, or join our premium subscription plan for only $10 per month, with access to all of our content. With your subscription, you can help support high-quality, unbiased journalism, as well as giving young fiction writers an appreciative audience. Dots. Somehow this feels like deja vu. Deja vu. Georgie. Howdy. Welcome, Officer Georgie. What's cracking? Aside from the thunder outside, that is. Yep. Deja vu. Look, there's a little camera. Where's that in the lantern? I can't tell. And look, the wedding photo. Right there. What? Nothing. Everything's fine. I have everything I need to avoid another blackout. That's good news. Hey, you know, the weather has kind of grown on me. Really. Yep. Not something I'd like to have forever, of course. But the thunder no longer sounds so angry to me. Interesting. What does it sound like to you? No idea. Like thunder. Just not scary anymore. Anyway, I want to order something. Perfect. What would you like? Make me whatever I ordered a couple of weeks ago. A couple of weeks ago, huh? Yeah, give or take. You were promoting a new tea selection at that time. Good times. I remember it had an interesting color. It was blue. I'll take whatever you gave me that day. I believe that was just straight this. Give him a drink of blue pea. A cup of anthocyanins for you, officer. What? It's what makes the drink blue. Ah, okay. Still tastes like grass. My daughter told me this is really good for stress. Really? Are you stressed right now? Nah, don't worry. Since my daughter loves it so much, I was just trying to remind myself how it tastes. Ah, good. Well, usually blue pea is mixed with a bunch of other ingredients. A very forgiving drink taste-wise, and goes well with most things. And it looks pretty. Yeah, I can see that. Because it's tasteless except for grassy notes when you drink it straight. Right on. Does this mean you've already made up with your daughter? More or less. That's great. How are you, officer? How's work? Work, huh? Well, it's only been a couple days since I was here, but I admit a lot has happened. Oh? Patience, pal. We don't have all the players here to complete the story yet. Oh, someone else coming? 2 more. Alright then. But what do you mean complete the story? Well, like I said, there's been a lot going on. Can't recount the whole thing alone. I see. But you know, Ryder. For a while, this old man felt like he'd been living in a stagnant pool. When he thought he started out on a flowing stream, didn't take long for him to find out it wasn't a stream or even a pond. It was more like a mud puddle that was constantly being filled up with dirt year after year. And, well, no matter how much he tried to keep it clean, the puddle would always dry out before any of his attempts bear fruit, every single time. He'd end up stuck on the bottom with only occasional rainwater keeping his existence going. Right. However, after about a heavy rain, he discovered a small crack, a hope. PT? Yep. A thin line leading to another flowing water in the original direction he wanted. Know what I'm saying? I think so. Lucas is in the house, yo. Hey. What's up, what's up, what's up? And you, Pops, how goes it? Did I look at the stories? I did. Oh, good. You're in high spirits, aren't you? Always. Anyway, Pops, what's shaking? I think I should be the one asking you that. What's with all the excess energy? You're right. I probably should explain, but first... Dear writer, may I put in an order? You may. I'd like a blue pea latte with super cool latte art on it. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I'm not good with this. Uh-oh. I got it. I got it. Alright. Got a line, right? Then. B. O. 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 L. There we go. Cool. Super cool. Done. Local favorite. Where everyone gets the right drink. Hell yeah. Cup of blue latte with a masterpiece on it for you, sir. A masterpiece, eh? Like your confidence. Dots. Anyway, cheers. Gotta admit, for a split second, I thought you were gonna write Neko, get your mind out of the gutter. Anyways, cheers. Nice. Thanks, Ryder. So what's up, kid? All's well, Pops. Bonk. Waiting for the lady to arrive. Oh, so Miss Riona's coming? Yep, she should be here soon. Last couple of days have been really intense for us. In fact, I didn't sleep at all last night. Oh, why? Just say we've been busy cooking up stuff. Just. What? What is it? I know you're a hustler, kid. Schedule is probably not like everyone else's. But I hope you don't drag others into unhealthy habits unnecessarily. Although I know next to nothing about Banshee biology. Doesn't she do late night deliveries? Oh? Sometimes she does deliveries until morning. And never mind, kid. Forget everything I just said earlier. Phew. I was like, oh man, what stupid thing did I do this time? Nah, I was just pulling your leg. You're both adults. I was just playing around as a nosy and annoying old guy. Still, it's good that you guys are talking. Especially considering what happened the first time you two met. Yeah, no kidding. What I mean by me doing stupid things, too. Sometimes I don't slow down enough to see the forest for the trees, you know? It happens. As long as you're aware of it, and take a step back from time to time. Yep. So were you staying up because of the new podcast you posted? Oh, yeah, have you watched it? What podcast? The link is on my Teachio, Pops. That was a podcast? You've already seen it too? Oh man, I'm stoked. I thought it was like a ghost hunt or something. How dark everything was, lighting-wise. So it was too dark, huh? I'll keep that in mind. I admit, what you call the ghost hunting segment was shot kind of spontaneously. What do you think about the whole thing, Pops? You too, Ryder. Tell me. Oh, I saw the post, but I haven't had the time to watch it yet. Because, I don't know, for some reason, you know, like, I try doing things like, I don't know, pressing this and it just don't work, you know? It's just, can't watch them. Sag. My bad. I'm sorry. Well, don't be sorry. But, go watch it when you have the time, alright? Will do. Well, since I thought it was a ghost hunt, I didn't watch it all the way to the end. Okay, that's fair, understandable. My daughter enjoyed watching the whole thing, though. Ah, that's great to hear. The NPCs are trying to bait you. They really are. She told me Rachel was there, too. What gives? Rachel? Yeah, she was our first guest. Ah, so, did you film the episode right after you three talked about it the other day? Exactly. That's why it was spontaneously done. But the whole thing is not all about ghost hunting, Pops. That was just the clickbait. The actual story is, I know my daughter summarized it for me. You brought up the street. And the tree too, didn't you? Exactly. Because it was part of our plan, right? The plan. Welcome, Miss Riona. Hello. Lady, finally you're here. Good evening, miss. Hi, everyone. The traffic bad for you? No, not at all. I had to deliver something before I came. That's why I'm a bit late. I apologize. Nah, you're not late. You're just early. I'm just early, rather. Would you like anything to drink? Yes, please. I'd like a cup of mild coffee, sweetened with a lot of honey, if you would. A lot of honey, huh? Honey coffee. That's what I used to order back in the day. Really? So what's really been happening with you two? This kid stayed up for days for something, apparently. That includes you as well? Yeah, but those are just my regular working hours. See? See? And? I thought we were done talking about that, Pops. What the heck? Yeah, I'm not done playing the role of annoying and nosy old guy. That's all. Jeez. Oh, by the way, thank you for telling me about the pie shop, miss. Somehow I didn't know it existed. Talking about Disco Pie? Yep, that place closes up at midnight. Follows the schedule of the pub adjacent to it. Now my daughter can get pie even when I'm home late. I see. That's good. Where I'm not trying to point your regulars in the direction of your rival, Ryder. It's fine. It's fine. What rival? Maybe I should start selling food here. I missed something. I'm wondering too. Well, as you probably know, especially if you follow my teacher, sort of vlog/podcast thing, right? Daughter watched the first episode yesterday. Did she like it? She loved it. I heard her laughing all the way. I'm glad. So, what is this vlog/podcast thing really? Ah, please, clarify. Saw you had this walk-around session in the episode. Thought podcasts are supposed to be voice only. Like a radio show, but you don't need to catch it live. Oh, nowadays there are a lot of podcasts with videos. Voice is still the most important part, though. And we did have the carpool podcast later in that episode. So usually there'll be two versions of the same episode. The voice-only one on audio streaming platforms, and the full video posted on video streaming platforms. Ah, I see. Sounds difficult to create both at the same time. Must require a lot of planning, doesn't it? It does. If you're not the Lucas, that is. Thanks to my editing and interviewing skills, you can enjoy the action session of the voice-only version all the same. I see. It wouldn't be possible to make the episode as compelling, though, without Lady Riona giving us good information to make the episode work. Somehow her voice really resonates well with the mic. So it was a joy to edit it into the narration. Also, Rachel was probably the best first guest we could have gotten. We even got a sneak preview of her new singles. Hold on. I got you. Anyways, sneak peek, you say? There you go. Our first episode got tons of views because of that. Really? That's great. And I wonder if that was cleared by her manager. Probably not. But she knows what she's doing, I'm sure. I can see why you two stayed up for days now. Sounds great, y'all. So, miss? Yes? You enjoy your new role as a show co-host? Well, it's interesting so far. I'm learning a lot of new skills, so I'm eager to keep working on it. All the while I keep looking for auditions and honing my craft. That's all I needed to know. The Biscuits and Butterfly, complete Lucas and Riona's best story arcs. They're besties now. So what else is in the episode? Go watch it. Just kidding, it's okay. You can watch it whenever. I will, later after work. So, Mr. Lucas, said this part of your plan? An officer said you needed all players to be here to form a complete story? What's with all that? Pops, if you please. Alright, I'll start. Ryder, do you remember what we talked about a couple days ago? Which part? I asked you and Gala which you prefer, wild rumors or bad press. Though you didn't answer. Yes, I remember now. Said something about combining them, I think. Yeah, and that's where I and Lady Riona came in. Oh? Fox was telling me about his meetup with the Grieving Vandals. So I know the whole story, and I get what they were going for. It's not that they want their friend to be remembered in a bad way. Yeah, they just want them to be remembered, period. So, from talking with Pops, I had an idea. An idea to turn their actions into a neighborhood legend. Urban legend, if you will. With their and the victim's family's permission, of course. The victim's family? When the officer asked me if I knew them, I was able to track them down. You did? That's great. How? Hack the planet. We operate on a similar wavelength, which is the easiest way to explain it. Took a while, but I managed to reach them. I see. That makes sense. So you're trying to turn their act of vandalism into urban legend? Exactly right. Urban legend usually starts with hearsay, created from half-truths, half-exaggeration, from each speaker to the next listener. Like a game of tag. Sometimes they can even be all lies. But most of them often serve as a cautionary tale. Yep. But the best thing about this one is it's all real. It really didn't take much for me to tweak it into a whole new story. Why did it need tweaking? To make it less clear, of course. Because you want everyone to get curious. If you explain everything all at once, there's no mystery for others to dig into. Once they're hooked on the premise, folks will try finding things out on their own. And in this case, because the tree already has an actual long history, those who dig for more information will surely fall down the rabbit hole. Other content creators who are into this stuff will lap it up, and they tend to be big. Then, the rest is history. Their friend's memory will have a life of its own. I see what you mean. Did you have the story in yesterday's episode? Part of it. Plan to discuss it further in a couple episodes. Because you need to give the impression time to propagate, you know? Honestly, it was probably good enough. Because my daughter couldn't stop asking me more about it. She knows the story was based on my case. She's been telling her friends at school about the video. Without letting them know it was my case, of course. That would be bad. Sounds very promising, though. You're telling me. That's great. Send our thanks to your daughter, Pops. Dots. What? It's all very different from a somewhat exciting experience. How do you know this will all work out as intended? We don't. It's not that easy to influence that many heads, you know? Huh? You're so confident. Because, nuts. We'll never know the outcome of anything unless we try. That's true. Remembrance. Hell yeah. Got a bleep loop. Well, congrats on taking a step into a new direction, kiddos. Who knows? Maybe someday, soon, I'll join in on that. You want to become an influencer too, Pops? Could you imagine? Nah, I meant taking a step into a new direction. How about Georgie Williams, private investigator sounds? Oh, really? For real? Nah, I'm kidding. Or am I? Who really knows at this point? I mean, I think it fits you well. Thanks for the vote of confidence, miss. Docs, I might have to leave soon. Huh? Why? I haven't eaten anything substantial since this morning. It was a really busy day. Oh, word? Let's go then. You can stay. I'll just go for a quick bite and come back. Nah, let's just go. We're partners, right? Besides, we still have a lot of things to discuss. You're right. Okay, you're fine with it. But, before we go, I want to give a final test to Ryder. What's up, man? Test? Yeah. To be honest, I'm very impressed with your coffee shop. One of the best I've ever been in. And I see your regulars are loyal as well. So I want to give you a luxurious Lucas-approved 5-star plaque. Oh my. So that's real, huh? What's that? Nothing. Does it mean this coffee shop will be part of the hottest gang now? Only if you pass this one test. Make me a custom order based precisely on my preferences. Could you tell me a bit more? After all, the relationship between a shop and its patrons is based on deep familiarity. So I just want you to make a drink based on what you know about me. I can't really drink coffee anymore, but I still need the caffeine. No tea, right? I like really sweet things. So, you know, honey. Sometimes I forget to eat, so I'll need something rich to soften the drink. What special drink would satisfy all that? Rich. All right. Tea? Ooh, green tea or regular tea? Yeah, one. Like sweet? Rich to soften up the drink. Soften up. It doesn't really soften it up. Let's see. Tea. Honey. Soften it. Milk, I guess. Milk has a rich flavor. Very on the nose. 5 stars. Specially ordered green tea drink customized to match a certain reviewer's needs and taste. Good job. You've done it. Hell yeah. Here you go, sir. Whoa. That looks nice, kid. What do you call this? It's made for your approval. 5 stars. How does that sound? With the quotation marks and everything? Perfection. Truly a service worthy of Lucas's 5 stars. Cheers. Wow, that's hot. Jeez. Didn't have to drink it all at once. I think it's time for us to go. I mean, for me. Roger that. Let's get going then. See you later, Pops. Good luck with everything. You too, you two. Bye, Ryder. See you again soon. Goodbye. So, just you and me now. Nothing wrong with that. Have to go soon, though. Duty calls. Brr. Freya! Hello, Ryder. How are you? Freya? Hello, Miss Greenhair. Hey, officer. Long time no see. I heard you've been going around the world, huh? Around the world is a bit much, but I've been somewhere. Glad to see you're here. Glad to see you here, Freya. This is the first time she's showing up in the sequel? Yep. She was mentioned on, like, the very first day that she was traveling. She sent a postcard for Georgie. Hehe. Well, as much as I'd like to stay and chat, duty calls. Aw, that sucks. I missed you. Well, see you later then, Georgie. Yep. Don't forget to tell Ryder the truth, okay? Huh? Later, Ryder. I will. And move over here. Duty. Oh, my buddy, my pal, my good friend. Ryder, what's up? Why didn't you tell me you were coming? Before we start blaming me, it was a last minute thing. What do you mean blaming you? I mean, I didn't know I'd be back so soon. So what makes you return sooner than expected? Well, maybe I'll tell you after a drink. Hey, remember my very first order ever? Espresso? Yep, you have a good memory. First time I was here, it was raining as hard as it is now. Thought nothing was open anymore until I saw your shop. Your espresso was one of the best coffees I've ever had. Thank you. One espresso for me, please. Triple shot espresso. Let's go. The Freya Classic. Here you go, Freya. Cup of triple shot espresso for you. Great. Yeah, and this deep aroma and such stellar flavors. Thanks. So mind telling me why Officer Georgie said what he said? Which part? Something about telling me the truth? Ah. Well, about that. Dots. Okay. I'm leaving for a writer's residence soon. And it's really, really far away. What? I know. It's impulsive. Something I did on a whim. I know. Me and my old buddies sent the application form like last month, not really expecting anything. But we got accepted, and somehow it's for this year's rotation. Means I need to pack and get ready really soon. Not a scam, is it? Of course not. How long is it gonna be? I don't know, probably a few months. But I might try to keep traveling after that. Okay. Ryder, are you sad? Nope. Don't be sad while I'm gone, okay? I said I'm not sad. Aww. Anyway, tell me what's been happening all this time I've been gone. There should be a lot of juicy stories waiting for me, right? Oh, you have no idea. Spill it. Everything. Alright. So start about 2 weeks ago. Roll credits. Roll credits. Aqua's working on her game while Myrtle helps from time to time. They're besties. They're a good team. Silver and Amanda's trip took them quite a bit further than they expected. And Pearl appears in a number of their selfies from London, Sydney, and the Mongolian steppes. Kai's reputation as a dreamy, sensitive wedding photographer spread around all of Seattle. And Gala is fond of qualifying him as in those exact terms. Lou and Bailey's bought a little house with large windows, a small garden, and an extra bedroom. Bailey's has been using it as a workspace, but it stands ready to fulfill the whole other function. The Necrochelix Arami collaboration was a success as the new single was released on time. Even though the reviewers are mixed, her true fans love it. And that's all that matters to her. In spite of its impromptu nature, their first vlogcast was a success, especially with Rachel's appearance boosting the views. Lucas's team joined the production a few episodes later. Word of mouth spread the story of an accident, resulting in a combination of history of urban legend. Edition then was created to memorialize the site, which was successfully included in good game. Very chill game. Good vibes. Yeah. Warlock. Roboto. I love a modern monster AU digital novel, whatever they're called. Yeah. It's like very nice, comfy game. Spooky doorways. Spooky. And you. Post credit scene. Huh? Hello? Dots. Huh? Is the cat? Assume this is the cat. Maybe it's a ghost. Or a cat. Maybe a ghost cat. Milk. Hope you enjoy this small offering of ours. Don't worry, it's on the house. We'll be open all night, so feel free to stay a while. As long as you'd like. Do you feel you're ready to leave? It might not be a cat, Deco. I got a bleep loop, but I've now seen the big picture. And that, coffee talk. They have like a little comment. Nice. Holy shit. One of them is still locked. Two of them are locked. Images of all the items. Three locked. Oh god. There's more and more locked things. Asher, Off-White, Gucci. Went through a lot of different hairstyles. Ew. I want to believe. This what you called with birthday cake? I'm sorry, Lua. It's just a joke. I'm a stupid elf. Oh no. up outfit swaps. Share the same birthday? Yeah. Thank you. What? How to make Milky Way from Coffee Talk. 1. Pour 200 milliliters of milk into a milk jug. 2. Steam the milk / make milk foam. 3. Add mint syrup and honey to taste. 4. Add a steamed milk but leave the foam for later. 5. Stir for a bit. 6. Add the milk foam. 7. Garnish with honey and mint leaves. Ready to serve. Happy birthday, Myrtle. Fan art? Yeah. On the songs. Forget to give items to the intended recipient at least once. Alright, Rihanna pours service until she no longer visits the coffee shop? Why the fuck would I want to do that? Give Lucas incorrect drinks on his first 3 visits. Didn't get to make up. Incorrect drinks in a single session of challenge, man. Fail to inspire Rachel with your drink. Sweetheart latte. Milk honey green tea when she needs inspiration. Give Rihanna the fidget spinner. Damn it. I give it to Gala and he actually took it. I would've. Don't give Gala Hyde's invite to the wedding. Why would you not? Unlock Arami X Neko Shell's whole album. Beat the story mode with the least amount of points possible. Good story arc. Version 2. Version 1. Like all special drinks. Like all the artworks. Like all the achievements. Don't have comics this time. Badge. Now, Coffee Talk. Episode 2. Hibiscus and Butterfly. Where in this Coffee Talk, I'm pretty sure we gave out more non-coffee products than we did coffee drink. At least it felt like it. But yeah. Both of these games, really good time, really chill. Definitely takes inspiration from Valhalla, VA11 Hole, Cyberpunk bartending action. I like the kind of modern fantasy theming of the game and all that, and that they kind of like, you know, started building up their own lore. They especially did a lot more of that world building in this one, in episode 2, I felt, than in episode 1, I guess. And yeah, both games, really liked the characters. They were all great. And yeah, I would say that there's definitely, I think, an improvement between the two games. Like, they definitely got better at writing the conversations, I felt, in 2. So there was definite like improvement in between the games. As you know, they started going into like, you know, deeper topics and exploring those topics more, as well as just like a lot of character story arcs, basically. some of which kind of continued from the previous game, others of which were entirely new but still nice. And yeah, the writing in the game is really good, really chill vibes. Um, very nice, like slice of life game. Yes. Um, and yeah, very cool game. Really enjoyed it. I look forward to like the next games that this developer creates, whether it be more coffee talk in like an episode 3 or something, or other stuff, new IP or anything. But yeah. Oop. Oop. I'll end it there for today. As yeah, I stream every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 4:30 to 8:30 p.m. PST, except on Thursdays, i.e. today. We do a second stream later in probably about 2-ish hours, I would say. Starting at around 10 p.m., typically going around 2 or so a.m., where we're going to be reading through part of the Odyssey. As yeah, we've been reading through that gradually over the past couple weeks. And yeah, I also stream tabletop role-playing games during the week on Wednesdays, starting at 5 p.m. typically going to around 9 or 10 p.m. over on Just Bliss's channel. I am a player in his D&D 5e campaign, Swindler of Lives. Is a good time. And then on Friday from 6:30 p.m. to 10:30 p.m. is my own D&D 5e campaign that I run on this channel called Shield of the Lamb. Both of which are a good time. And next 2 weeks, basically, yeah, next 2 weeks, going to be taken off. As at the end of the year, I traditionally do a little end of the year streaming break. I'm also taking like next week off from work, as well. So for the holidays, and yeah. So this was the last gaming stream of the year, and then tomorrow will be the last stream of the year, as well. And yeah, we'll be back to streaming. We'll be back to streaming on January 6th. Now, I had hoped, that my new PC would arrive during the break, but I did get an email earlier today basically saying nope. Let's see. What did it say? It said Streamlabs wants me to do a Monopoly Go sponsorship. Whoa. Let's see. My order is now scheduled to ship by January 3rd. Big oof. With delivery expected between January 10th and January 14th. So that's when the new computer is expected. January 14th, in particular, is a special day because that is my stream anniversary. Like, that is the anniversary of when I started streaming way back in 2018? Sounds about right. Yeah. So there's that. Hopefully the new PC arrives earlier than that. Hopefully more towards that January 10th date. Because I believe that's a Friday. Yeah, that's a Friday. Be nice if it arrives during like the weekend or something. Depends on whether or not they deliver during weekends, basically. But yeah. Hopefully that arrives before the stream anniversary. But if not, oh well. Hopefully it just doesn't get delayed again. That would make me very sad. But yeah. And be like, you know what? I'm never ordering a PC from this this retailer again. You know, but at least not during the holidays. Cause goddamn. But yeah. Once the new PC arrives, though, as I will have like a week, I guess before the new PC arrives, and after I get back from break, we'll have like a week of I don't know games. I don't know games that I'll play. Some short ones, I guess. Like Muzi just gifted me Sifu, so we'll maybe try that out. Which is like a martial arts game. As yeah, man. So maybe that. And then once the new PC arrives, whenever that fucking is, it will begin Veilguard. But those are plans for next year. For now though, we got D&D tomorrow, and then Christmas break. But yeah. Uh, in the meantime, have a good night. I love you. We'll be back for the Odyssey later tonight in about an hour and a half, I guess. Thanks for stream. Have a good night. Yeah, we'll be back. We'll be back later in a couple hours, 10 p.m. PST, with some story time. With I guess more story time with less visuals this time. But yeah. For now though, we shall